The storm raged with relentless ferocity, the wind howling through the night like a mournful cry. Inside the hospital, the usually chaotic emergency room was eerily quiet, as though the storm's wrath had crept into its walls. The silence was shattered when the double doors burst open, slamming against the walls with a thunderous crash. All eyes turned to the entrance. There, framed by the storm, stood a lion, a magnificent creature, its golden mane drenched and clinging to its body. It exuded both power and urgency as it strode forward, carrying something carefully in its jaws. Nurse Sarah froze, her heartbeat echoing in her ears. The lion's deep, piercing eyes scanned the room, silently pleading. With deliberate steps, it moved to the center of the room and gently placed its burden on the floor, a bundle wrapped in a tattered cloth. For a moment, no one dared to move. Then Sarah's instincts took over. Swallowing her fear, she stepped forward cautiously, the lion's gaze fixed on her every move. Kneeling, she reached for the bundle, her hands trembling as she unwrapped it. Inside was a tiny lion cub, no larger than her hand, its frail body shivered, drenched and weak, its breaths shallow and labored. Sarah's chest tightened as she looked up at the lion. Its gaze softened, and it nudged the cub gently with its nose, a mother's unmistakable plea for help. Questions flooded Sarah's mind. How had this lion found its way here? What had it endured? But those thoughts were eclipsed by the raw, unbreakable bond between the mother and her cub. "Doctor!" Sarah called, her voice steady despite the chaos in her chest. A physician rushed over, momentarily stunned by the sight, but quickly turning his focus to the cub. The lion remained still, watching intently as the doctor examined the tiny creature. "The cub's weak," the doctor said after a tense moment, "but we can save it." Relief washed over Sarah, but her eyes caught something else. The lion's side bore a deep, jagged scar, fresh and raw. The realization hit her. This mother had fought fiercely, risking her life to protect her cub and bring it to safety. The lion's gaze met Sarah's, and in that silent moment, an understanding passed between them, a shared acknowledgement of a mother's boundless love and courage. As the cub was stabilized, Sarah gently placed a hand on the lion's shoulder. Tears welled in her eyes, mixing with the rainwater pooling around them. The storm outside roared on, but within the hospital, a profound calm took hold. This wasn't just a rescue. It was a testament to the extraordinary power of a mother's love, a love that defied instinct, fear, and even the boundaries of species.